So I have a problem, guys, and I don't know if you guys have experienced, let me know if you have, but I'll be in the club, having a good time, and then a really attractive girl will come over and say, hey, like, I will dance with you, but first you're gonna have to have a tier list of classic playing cards decks ready. And this just keeps happening, and I don't know what to do about it. Let me know if you guys have that problem. I'm gonna make the list now. So thank you, Philip, for suggesting this video. Hopefully in the edit I have put the comment over my hand here. We have a good amount of decks here, so I'll try to keep it brief, but we got some Fontaines, Tally-Hos, B, Bicycle, Stud, Peelers V1, Aviators. We have a bunch of classic decks, and my goal is to rank them from best to worst. Let's slash into this. Let's go ahead and put a 3-minute timer on the clock. If I don't get through this in 3 minutes, then I'll do dishes or something, I don't know. First off, we have Fontaines V1's, the red. I'm gonna toss that up in A. It's a very iconic back design. It's not mind-blowing, but just the iconicness of it is so good. Everybody knows what a Fontaine deck is when they see those two Fs, and it's just synonymous with some really good videos, so toss that up in A. Tally-Ho Fanback. These are all classic decks. I'm gonna end up ranking them all high. Tally-Ho Fanbacks, I'm gonna also put that up in A. No, B. Good deck, but it just doesn't compare to the circle bag, so it just kind of gets overlooked. Next up, Copac 310. I've not felt these, so I don't know what they feel like, but just based off back design, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a C. Monarchs. This is the deck by Theory 11 that everybody knows and everybody loves and has invaded targets everywhere. This is an A tier deck. It's been in Now You See Me. It's like one of the original decks that you think of when you think of Theory 11. It's just really good. They have some beautiful colors, a lot of different colors you can get this in. Monarchs, definitely a great deck to pick out. Studs are next. Studs at Walgreens, they used to be so good. They used to feel really good. Now, I think I would just rank it out at B. These are kind of becoming harder to find because I don't think they make them anymore. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments. But back design is okay, but the feel, they used to feel incredible. Next up, we have Jerry's Nuggets. This is, is this A or S? I'm not sure. I'm gonna put it in A. I feel like it actually goes down a rung because of all the re-releases they've had, so many colors recently. They've basically released the rainbow at this point for Jerry's Nuggets just in 1 year. If you would have asked me like a year ago, I would have definitely said S rank, but I think some of the special feeling that you get from owning a Jerry's Nuggets is kind of taken away when they have a million different colors. Next up, we have Black Tigers from Illusionist. Now, this is like one of the first custom decks that started the whole custom deck revolution. And for that reason alone, I'm gonna have to toss it up there in S. Also, the black border is like something that's not really done. I'm not saying that it's a super great thing because they get chips in them and stuff, but it's unique. And like, when you think of what it kind of started, like it started the whole custom design craze. And for that, you have to give it some dabs. You have to give it some respect. Next up, we have Bees. Now, just from a cardist perspective, I don't really care too much about these. These are mainly made for playing cards. So I'm gonna toss it in D. The design is very simple. It's fine. People love it. And it's definitely great for like gamblers or people that really wanna play cards a lot, blackjack, poker, etc. But for me personally, it doesn't really do much for me. I also am not a big fan of borderless designs. Next up, we have Aladdin 1001s. I'm gonna toss that in the B section. This is a really great smooth finish deck. I think when I first got this deck and they had like 4 jokers, I was freaking out because I thought I might have got scammed or something, because like what deck has 4 jokers? But next up, we have Arcos. I don't own Arcos. I don't know how they feel. So just basing it off of back design, I'm gonna put it in C, just because I don't know much about it. It looks totally fine, but I just don't know much about it. Next up, we have Aviators. I love Aviators, but I'm gonna have to toss it in B. This is a great, like, cheap, smooth finish deck that you can get. So if you don't have a smooth finish deck, get an Aviator. They're like $2. You'll feel what it's like, and you can decide if you like it or not. But Aviators, great deck. Next up, we have Bicycle Riderbacks. Where else could I put it besides S tier? It's literally the most popular, most classic designed deck you can think of. Like design-wise, it's not my favorite, but you have to give it respect for, you know, how popular it is and how mainstream it's become. All right, next up we got two more. We have the Tally Hose Circle Back S tier. You know what? How do I add rows? I've said this before. I love Tally Hose Circle Backs. I own a obscene amount. I love this deck. I love the circle back design. I love how the circle stays constant when it's moving. It's just a very classic design. I love it. I love the way it feels. Tally Ho Circle Backs, they're just the best. Next up, we have Peelers V1 from my friend Cam. I'll toss that up in... I'll go A as well. It's become a bit of a collector's deck. It goes for an obscene price. Never buy a deck of cards for more than 20 bucks is my philosophy, but it is a good deck, and it did start organic playing cards out, and they definitely have some really great versions of this. V2 and especially V3 are beautiful. That was my list, guys. I'm very much looking forward to when I go into the club and I will have this ready for that attractive female. Let me know if you guys have that problem, and fill out your own so when this happens to you, you guys will be prepared. I am now gonna go do the dishes, I guess.